91. The Happy Prince. I will stay with you one more night, but I can't pull out your eye. You would be blind then, said the swallow. Swallow, just do as I tell you, said the prince. So the swallow had to pull out his other eye. The swallow flew to the magic girl with it, and slipped the jewel into the palm of her hand. The swallow returned to the prince. You must fly to Egypt now, said the prince. No, I'll always stay with you, said the swallow. 92. Around the world in 80 days. I will prove that I can travel around the world in 80 days. I have £20,000 at the bank. If I fail, I will give you that money. But if I succeed, you should give that amount of money. Mr. Fogg said that and left London. Finally, the promised time has come. His friends were talking about Mr. Fogg at the club. Time is almost up. Wow, we won the bet, a man said. At that very moment, Mr. Fogg opened the door. I rounded the world in 80 days. Everyone looked at the clock on the wall. The clock said 8:45. Mr. Fogg won the bet. 93. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Alice went to the White Rabbit's house to get his gloves. She wandered around the house and went into a tiny room. She saw a bottle on the table. There was no label on the bottle saying, "Drink me." But Alice started to drink it. She grew bigger and bigger. Before she finished the bottle, her head pressed against the ceiling. Alice had to stop drinking for fear of breaking her neck. She put one arm out the window and one foot up the chimney. 94. Pinocchio. Where are the 5 gold pieces? The fairy asked. I lost them. Pinocchio told the first lie. His nose grew long. Where did you lose them? She asked. In the woods. He told the second lie. His nose grew longer. Where did you lose them? The fairy asked again. I swallowed them when I took the medicine. Pinocchio told the third lie. His nose became even longer than before. Your long nose tells me you are lying, the fairy said. Pinocchio was ashamed of himself. 95. A Christmas Carol. Please show me what will become of me, Scrooge said to the ghost. The ghost took him to a churchyard. The ghost pointed at one grave. Scrooge crept toward it, trembling. Benuzzled Scrooge. Oh, no! Scrooge cried out. I'm not the man I was. I will keep Christmas all year round, Scrooge begged the ghost. 96. The Prince and the Pauper. The day of the coronation came at last. Edward the Prince heard that Tom the Pauper would become the king. Edward hurried to the palace. When it was the very moment to put the crown on Tom's head, Edward the Prince entered the room. I'm the real king, Edward shouted. Everyone was shocked. I've been waiting for you, Tom said. The two boys at last found their own places. Edward became the king of England, and he gave so much money to Tom. 97. The Little Princess. When Sarah woke up, she thought she was still dreaming. The room was brightly lit with lamps. Sarah found herself covered with warm blankets. She saw a blazing fire in the fireplace. She saw a clean and beautiful gown and slippers too. The table was beautifully set and ready for Sarah to be seated. Am I dreaming awake? 98. Rapunzel. The prince heard the Rapunzel's beautiful song from a tower. He wanted to meet her, but there was no door in the tower. One day, the prince heard the witch call out, Rapunzel, let down your hair. Then Rapunzel let down her long hair, and the witch climbed up into the tower. Oh, her hair is the ladder into the tower. The prince went to the tower and called out, Rapunzel, let down your hair. Her hair fell down, and the prince could climb up into the tower. 99. Hamlet. Hamlet's friend said to Hamlet, I saw a ghost last night. It looked like your father. Are you sure? I won't meet him tonight. Help me, Hamlet begged. As Hamlet went along the walls of the castle, a ghost appeared from the darkness. It was Hamlet's father, the dead king. He was armed and carrying his bloody sword. Avenge me, my brother killed me, the ghost said. Hamlet couldn't believe his ears. 100. The Young Farmer and the Snake. A young farmer went to town to sell some milk. Then he fell asleep while waiting for a customer. Who put this gold coin here? He woke up and found the milk was gone, but the gold coin was in the mug. The same thing happened again for many days. So he could give many gold coins to his father. His father wanted more gold coins, so one day he secretly followed his son to town. His son fell asleep again, and then he saw a snake wriggling out from a hole. When the snake was going to drop a gold coin, the father hit the snake with a stone. The snake got angry and bit the young farmer, and he died soon. I gave your son my treasure, but you undid me for life. You gave me a wound in my back, so I gave you a wound in your heart for all of your life. The snake said.